What's up, everybody, and welcome to another new series of tutorial. And in this tutorials we'll be covering a terminal, right? So a terminal is basically text-based interface that exists in every operating system. I think in Windows they tend to call it command prompt, but all the way that's a terminal basically, right? So what a terminal does, it allows you to do a whole bunch of things, like you can install software, you can navigate through your system, well, you can even code with a terminal. There are commands that allows you to code with terminal. You might have seen in one of my previous video where I was did my first Java application using the echo command. I was just exploring and just playing around with the command, but you can do a whole bunch of things with terminal. And in order for you to follow through this tutorial, well, you just need to install tree. So you see, if I run tree, in my case you get to see that okay, so far we have nothing in this directory, so there's just no directories and no files, right? Because we want to start from nothing and build up and get to explore the commands. It's easier that way than starting where there's already something, right? I could have started from home directory where there are other directories, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just starting where there's nothing, right? It makes it easy for one to fully understand if you start from scratch. So yeah, that's basically what we'll be doing. So to install this, type of install tree. So of course in my case I've already installed it, so I don't have to install it again. In some cases you might have to use sudo. It depends on how your system works or how the settings that you set for your system. So this is gonna be for Linux users. I don't know if Mac uses the same commands or not, but we'll explore other operating systems as well, but I'm going to start with Linux, well, basically because I'm using Linux, and most people that have requested me to do a bit of a video in terms of Linux commands, or well, terminal commands, they're all using Linux, so that's why I'm starting with Linux. But I will also explore other commands, just in case if you know you get to a red place and then they are using a different operating system. Should they not allow you to actually change the operating system, you have to learn how to use that system to well, to your style of using systems, right? So if you prefer just browsing through your file manager, creating files and creating folders and all that, by all means you can do that, or you can just go with what you love best and just go with just using terminal to do everything. Move files around using terminal, extract your files using terminal, all those type of things. And we'll be going through that in the series, and this will lead us into Git, which is one of the most tools, or one of the most fundamental tools for programmers, because Git allows you to create your own projects, and then you work them from your computer, and then you push to well, to your GitHub, which is your user interface, and pull your work from a different computer and start working it, of course, provided that there's rights to that GitHub, but we'll talk about that later on. You might have also seen that I have a file Git manager application that I created. It allows you to generate SSH keys and GPG keys so that you can properly and easily communicate with your, it's either GitLab or GitHub, with ease, right? And then if you have multiple accounts as well, the application does allow you to do that, and then we'll get deep into that as time goes on. I hope you guys will enjoy, and yeah, you learn. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the first tutorial. We're talking about, okay, we'll be starting, so basically we're going to start with just creating directory, and then from there we'll take it on to the next step, and then the next step, and the next step, and I'll show you tricks, and hope we'll have fun. So just install tree and make sure that it's working properly, and then you should be good to go. once you have that, because that's the only thing you might need, unless if you go further in terms of how we're going to do these commands, because there are a lot of commands. Well, the purpose of the videos are just to get you started. I know some people are just moving into a Linux system and it's a bit new. It was also new for me, because I started I started using Linux last year, September, and yeah, the move was quite interesting because I was not really familiar with a lot of things, but nonetheless, if you got the mind and the heart to learn, you get to learn, right? You get to learn. But yeah, that's basically